Welcome, brothers and sisters, to another video. Welcome into another video. Welcome to another video. Welcome today, much to our Father's truth. All right, and who He is unto us, regardless of our attributes, because we all have talents. Bam. And what is the purpose of today? Well, I tell you, brothers and sisters, the purpose of today is about always, like every other day, edifying, truth, love, peace, structure, and order. Guess what? I found somebody's weapon today. You know what's crazy? They're not getting it back. But unfortunately, I'm gonna pray for them and I forgive them. But let's just say that it's not my place. It's not my problem. So, brothers and sisters, for today, of course, like we normally do, the verses, we are going to do a verse, but I definitely annotated it in a very short format. So, we're going to start it off like this, right? Today, um, I was on a live. I don't remember too much of what the live was about, although I do remember the contents of the entirety of it all together, right? Generally, but um I had gotten the number 23, 7, and 16. Now, more so 2, 3, 7, 16, right? And when I put it together, I got Joshua, not Yahushua, Joshua, right? 23, chapter 23, verses 7 through 16, right? Which speak and spoke of what? And just the annotation, just to make it very simple. Right here, I wrote down and I said, do not intermingle with the activities of the sinners. Be their example and be the truth. Show love and show respect, but do not lose value. Always be the salt and stay loyal, no matter even if truths are hard for others to digest. Right? Now, why was I shown that specific verse? Well, it has to do with two things. Like I said right there, do not allow corruption. Do not allow poison, right? Because that's what it is. Toxic characteristics, influences. Do not allow or accept these problems to occur. And why is that important? The first reason is, well, we have these so-called terms, which is considered, if it doesn't matter what religion it is, these called so-called five percenters, right? We have the difference between true believers and believers. And believers, to my understanding, are the ones that practice religion, but they don't follow the actual teachings of Christ. And even if they do follow the teachings of Christ, they use the teachings of Christ to use it in a negative sense, meaning it's not necessarily teaching about the spirituality, but it's more so exploitation, right? And marketing rather than the actual elevation and expanding and leveling of the spirit, the mind, basically altogether ascension. They're all just making money. That's why when people that are non-believers, like non-believers at all, when they join these factions, these non-believers, right? They what's the word? They always blame the general Christians as to all the problems that's going on that the Christians should be dealing with, right? Being Christians, but yet we can't even deal with our own, with our own beliefs amongst ourselves. That's the reason why we have all these denominations. And I didn't come here to point fingers. But we do have to answer to them because at the end of the day, although we were told that these things have to happen where there's going to be disasters and a lot of blasphemy and a lot of lies, of course these things are going to happen. But do you not know that we do have the ability to still talk, right? To still share the gospel, to still be able to show love to people, right? Understand that the word potential exists in this reality, right? Because the laws that exist in this reality is either cause and effect in a sense of physical what outcomes. And the spiritual is bendable, fluid in almost any possible way that you can conceive. That's why when people attack me spiritually, they don't understand that they're attacking from a perspective they just cannot get. They don't understand that the perspective of what they're attacking, how they're attacking, is limited because they don't have that power. The creator does. So even if it be my last breath, I'm not gonna lose the fact that I have loyalty. And even if, like I said, if it be my last breath, I would die with that dignity of me holding on to the loyalty of my father's name. I prefer that than to live in stupidity. Just that very simple. Most people they want to live, and that's cool to want to live, but you also have to be prepared to lose your life. Because at the end of the day, just like the story that I heard earlier, I don't believe it's true, but I pray that it's not true. Wendy Williams, I don't know the lady personally, but she lost her $55 million that she had in her bank due to people that she trusted. And look what happened. It's all gone. It's all gone. So when I tell people you can have millions of dollars, people can give you hundreds of millions of dollars, but the same way that you can have hundreds of millions of dollars, it can easily disappear in a blink of an eye. And then now it's like a trap, a recurring trap that you're just gonna be in, where every time you make millions of dollars and then you lose it, you have to go and what is it called again? A favor. You have to go and do somebody a favor, a solid, and all of these things come back with the price. And it just recurs. It just reoccurs every time. It just repeats itself. That's what a lot of these business corporations do. They put people in traps and bad contracts, bad deals. A lot of them. It's not every last one of them, but majority of them. The totality and majority of them, yes. That's the reason why music wise, art wise, it doesn't matter even if it's dancing. You give me a contract, I'm gonna look at that contract up and down, left and right, back to back, in every way that I possibly can. And I can promise you, even breaking down words, not just looking at the definition, breaking down words for what it means, all of that spiritually, physically, any aspect of what I possibly can fathom. I'm going to look at that contract and I'm not gonna you could put $10,000 million in my face. Well, that's probably like a quadrillion at that point. No, but you can put like um I don't think anybody's gonna do that anyways, but you could put like $100 million in my face, right? And I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm still gonna have to read this contract. Why? Because I know that my life is important. It might not be important to you, but it's important to me, the person that had made me, the person that had created me and gave me the life. I don't have to make the same choices as everybody else. We all have choices, but there are also options. Because a lot of people forget that in this world that is created, there's no such thing as real sin. The thing is, people don't understand that this world, like I used the word potential, was created with the potential of sin. Meaning sin did not exist. We gave sin meaning. The people that came, the entities that came in this world folded sin in the sense of what sin is. Sin is not something that just is not even a nature until it became a behavior. So if you're influenced, right? Mind you, like kids, a baby, right? Or Father, forgive me, like an infant, right? An infant, what does an infant do? An infant is like a sponge. It sponges all of the information, behavior, characteristics that it sees around him. That's how sin became a nature, because of the desires and the lust of the things that are being influenced to them from the external and the internal, meaning your choices on what you think you like rather than what is good, rather than what is just good. Because if we all know what is good and bad, right? Why is there people still making mistakes, right? And they say that there's no such thing as a creator, but yet they bash the Bible, they bash Yahuwah, but they don't want to disagree or deny the Ten Commandments of it being good, let alone the teachings of Christ, but they bash the Bible. They don't want to agree, but they don't also want to disagree. So they say, like, why do you have to read? Why do you have to get a book to tell you what's good? These are the type of people we deal with. So if you are, what is it called, a 5%, you are most likely a Pharisee or a scribe. And that's what I'm going to consider that to be. I don't mean you can't not be those things, but unfortunately, that if you show characteristics of that, that means you don't have true faith, and your faith is only worth based your, like, literally your faith has value based off of exactly what you consider money, what people use out here, so somebody can buy your faith. Understand that this is exactly what leverage is also. It's not just an exchange of things that are an equal share of value. Somebody can buy your faith given the right circumstances and the right things. A lot of people, their faith can be bought. See, a lot of people say that there are people that don't believe, but they say that the devil is a liar. The devil personally is not a liar. He make lies, which you can consider a liar. But the same way when people say that he gives you nice cars, he gives you a career and influence, all of it is nothing good. That is considered a liar. But I'm saying, like, he tells you the truth, and if that can help you understand that a little bit better. The devil is a liar, but he will tell you the truth. He will manipulate the truth, but he will tell you the truth, because under their own existence, they're not supposed to tell lies. They are not supposed to tell lies, and that's why people are not understanding. These entities and beings are not supposed to tell lies. That's why their contracts say this and that. That's why they use people to lie to you. And some of these people, based on principalities, right? And I already broke down one principalities in a root form of you understanding what principalities, thrones, powers, and dominions is. I give you all of those things. They do not lie. It's for your own discernment that you have to understand. That's the reason why when we talk about when we look at Genesis, right? We see that they did not lie to Adam and Eve. They told Adam and Eve the truth. They just didn't tell. They did not tell Adam and Eve the full truth. They had them do it, meaning they manipulated them to do exactly their bidding, and that was it. Besides that, you gonna consider that a lie? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah. I mean, I consider it a lie, but I'm just saying, like, if you understand exactly what I'm telling you, like a lot of people that do business, right? Business marketing, they exaggerate their business, and then some of them they actually directly lie, and they don't care about their business. They will lie. They will say all of this and that and the third if they either want to do the job or they don't want to do it, right? And this is exactly why the borderline is going to meet an end, because I personally can't do it. So prior to the early statement that I made, poison, right? Um, a lot of this poison is going to come from the eastern side. like the very, very far eastern side, like so much like China, Iraq, and all of these places. And it's going to be embedded in your food. There's words like chemical warfare that is, you know, what is it called? Demasculating men nowadays. That's why we have a lot of sassy men, a lot of men talking this and that and that and the third, always trying to put their hands on women, all of this. And then what do you think happens when too much of female estrogens are in women? They become masculine. So the opposite compensate the other side. So to say less, I pray that all is well with you all. Watch out for these toxins. Do not be victims to these things. So, like the words that have been spoken to you, take care and have a great day. Love you.